certain artists today are a little bit lazy and reaching back and sampling instead of coming up with their own unique sound?
Well, that's a double-edged sword because the government, the government, I shall say, has taken away the music programs out of school. Like in the days when I was going to school, you could take trombone or saxophone or guitar or drums, and you were taught theory and harmony and all that kind of stuff, composition. Now the kids don't have any of that. So all they can depend on is, and all they can basically relate to is the OGs and the old timers. And, excuse me, the old timers, the young timers, to guide them. So I think maybe that's why they sample so much. Plus, our stuff ain't going nowhere, and we don't really talk about things that are a little too risque. I mean, I've been a little risque, in my lyrics, but right now it's ridiculous. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it, especially the checks are very large.
So what do you mean the lyrics are too risque?
Well, I mean, when you talk about, when you're using the N word all the time, and women are the B word, and you're talking about, your whatever. That's what I mean. I don't think you have to do that in a song. Plus, it reflects too on the young, and to really, it's kind of strange when you see a white person with a baseball hat on backwards saying the N-word because he's repeating lyrics by a certain artist. So, I mean, some of that really bothers me, but, hey.
Well, your songs are very sexy, super.
Yeah, but I just don't write about sex. I write about politics. I write about life. I write about love. I write about peace. I write about God. I write about MXRs, ICBMs. I write about missiles in the United States. I write about where they dump nuclear waste in ghettos. I try to write everything. Everything is sexual anyway, basically. I mean, if you free your mind, your ass will follow. That's my first law. So I write about everything. I write about blackness. I write about where we come from. So I try not to write about one thing. I don't want to be limited. And I hate to be called a funk artist.
Last question. I listened to Tina Reese's and the Murph Park. It just brought back a lot of memories of a lot of talented vocals. I don't really see the same type of talent today. It doesn't really touch me. I don't feel music. What do you have to say about that?
Well, you know what? You just got to go to the record store and get some Rick James, some Tina Marie, some Ohio Players, some Mays, some Marvin Gaye, some Smokey, and Barry White, and sell on back. Ain't nobody telling you to go out there and buy a Gyru or Old Dirty Bastard or whatever, MC Doodoo Head. Ain't nobody said buy that shit. Go out there and buy some real stuff. You'll feel all right.
What you think about that Nocturnal Rage remix?
I love that Nocturnal Rage record. I usually don't perform on rappers' records, but that record was the bomb. And I hope it does really well. Choking, stroking, man, it's smoking on the damn floor. One more time. Yeah. It made me more funky than you roll. Smoking, choking on the damn. I gotta hear a little more for the melody, John. It made me wanna get me high. I am. Yeah. It made me more funky than you roll. Made me wanna get you high and that's no joke. One more time. It made me wanna get me high. I am. Yeah. It made me more funky than you roll. Smoking, choking on the dance. One more time. It made me wanna get me high. I am. Yeah. It made me more funky than you roll. Smoking, smoking, choking on the dance floor. One more. We have another track now. One more time. likes to feel. Come on, one more time. I'm not the only one who likes to feel. Okay? We through? Whew.
Did they do your classic justice?
Huh?
Did they do your classic justice?
What?
I mean, I love it. I grew up off the old, like the new beats.
Starting to tell your age now. Starting to tell your age. That was fun. That was fun. I haven't done that in a long time.
You did a damn good job.
Philly's very talented. Philly's very talented. You know, you have to kind of. I'm not used to being produced by anyone, you know, and it's, the nice thing about this is that, you know, what he came with was really cash money, you know. He really. So you don't mind putting out extra, you know. You don't mind really just, you know, going for it.